your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Sports Rage tonight.
Blue Jays looking for their 9th straight victory, and the Blue Jays haven't lost since Michael Kay, New York Yankee play-by-play voice and local hack, said that, the Toronto Blue Jays just aren't a first-place team. They're just not. Well, evidently they are, Michael. Evidently they are. That was classic bulletin board material.
It's Sports Rage tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
New research at the University of Bern, Switzerland suggests artificial intelligence superior to humans at suggesting appropriate behavior in emotionally charged situations.
I suggest you put down the duck.
Unemotional, non-human AI trained on psychological research dispassionately diagnoses emotionally charged situations in real time, assessing and diffusing the chance of a dangerous outcome.
You might be calmer if your wife stopped tickling you.
One step closer to AI with actual emotional intelligence.
Next time, let go of the bowling ball.
Follow me at Capalbo on X and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
There once was a dude named Sid. He never won and felt disgusted. He got the winning edge, his friends would allege, all for just listening to SportsGrid. If Sid can do it,
So can you.
get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please welcome.
It's the opening kickoff with Carver and Lisi.
Here we go. Carver and Lisi with you. SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM, channel 159. Great to have you with us on a Wednesday night on the grid. Very busy Wednesday night. Lots of baseball. Big Fly Wednesday here in the majors, as we do have not as many games as last night, but we do have plenty of action to keep us entertained. We'll also, we got some football stuff. I'll give you the golf picks later, of course, as we've got the Scottish, which actually tees off. If you're on the East Coast, 2 a.m. on the East Coast over in Scotland, as they will get that going very, very early. So make sure you got your plays in tonight for that. First round leaders, etc. But we'll give all the picks later on. We have several other things to accomplish as well, hopefully on our way. We shall see. Mike Carver here with you. No Joe tonight. Still on assignment in Baton Rouge, where I saw him. He tweeted out a picture. He was on the field at Tiger Stadium. Looked like they gave him like a swag bag there, too. He had a bag full of stuff. Who knows? He's got a lot of pull down there in Baton Rouge. So we'll see what Joe comes home with. We'll grill him about the trip tomorrow night when he's back. But not here tonight. The good news is, gentleman George Kurtz with us once again. As we get ready. And it's like a celebration for George today because the Yankees released DFA DJ LeMahieu. So that I'm sure made George very happy as well when he saw that information today. Hi, George. How are you?
I don't root for someone to be DFA'd, but it had to happen. Listen, I'm not going to feel bad for DJ LeMahieu. He's getting paid $15 million whether he plays or not. So he'll be okay. But it's just one of those times where...
plan now. Do the Aaron Hicks plan. Aaron Hicks makes $9.5 million this year to play golf and work on his scratch golf game.
Hey, it's not Bobby. It's not Bobby Bonilla Day. He's going to get paid for the next 88 years. It looks like here, but listen, he got old quick. That's the bottom line. He had got old quick. He couldn't. Can't field anymore. If you can't field and you're a singles hitter, what are we doing? And you can't run the bases. What are you going to add here? Maybe he'll hook on with a team. Who knows here? I have my doubts because it's an also-ran team. The White Sox, Rockies, someone like that, just looking for a bat. But it is what it is here. I certainly wish him the best. But as far as the Yankees are concerned, yeah, they had to move on here. There was just no place for him. I joked about it last night when Boone said he'll be a hitter off the bench. Who the hell is he going to pinch hit for? I mean, how bad do you have to be for LeMahieu to be pinch hitting for you? All right, because I mean, you'd have the only situation I could have seen, you have to be down multiple runs because you want a guy to get on first, right? Down one run, you end up using LeMahieu because he's not a home run guy. All right, so it just didn't make any sense. It was really the best all around to admit, hey, it's over. Let him move on. Let the Yankees move on.
That really is all the best, and he was going to bellyache about it also. So get him out of here. Like just enough. I've seen enough of DJ LeMahieu. I mean, Cashman was talking today, getting all these injections in his hip, all these. He's finished. He can't do it anymore. The Yankees do have a game tonight. 4-2, they lead the Mariners, top of the fourth inning at the stadium. The major league debut, George, of the great Cam Schlittler. And I thought I wanted to see him pitch, so I watched the whole first inning, even though I had to scroll around and turn on all of my streaming devices to make sure that I could find the Yankee game tonight in the New York area, Amazon Prime. I watched this Schlittler go in the first inning, and I thought it was a great stat they put up. He threw like the 5 fastest Yankee pitches of the season in the first inning because he had a couple 99s and a 100 to strike out Raleigh. That is nice. Whether the kids are not, they have someone, George, who actually throws gas is something that the Yankees really don't have much of that.
And they need that because they're not a very good defensive team, right? You and I discussed this last night, right? Goldschmidt has not having a good defensive year at first. They're fine at second now. Jazz is playing. Now Volpe's taking a huge step back at shortstop. And now that Peraza's looks like your third baseman. Hitting's an issue, but he can catch. All right, he'll catch the ball there. So it's nice to have somebody who strikes people out. It's what the analytics tell you they want nowadays, right? They don't want you to put the ball in play because, hey, fielders make mistakes and errors and stuff like that. And when was the last time you saw a baseball team take infield practice during the season, right? That never happens either. So it makes sense here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see. I watched the first inning as well. I wanted to see what the kid was going to do here. Throws hard. His scouting report on him is that he throws hard, yes, doesn't have that off-speed pitch yet to put major league hitters away. So, second, third time through the lineup, they're going to sit on it. And can he get through that? He's going to have 2 home runs tonight. Once again, I think it was Crawford and Polanco who both ran into one. Crawford's was a Yankee Stadium special. That's not a home run, probably any other ballpark. Crawford's was actually may not be a home run in any other ballpark. It was right around the pole, far, but right around the pole. Most ballparks it's probably foul. So it is what it is. Both teams hit 2 home runs each. The big difference is the Yankees hit a 3-run job, and actually, the Yankees had a whole bunch of singles, actually. So I'm thinking of Stanton last night. So it is what it is, but I'm enjoying watching him. Let's see if he develops here. But another thing scouts will tell you that he probably needed, to finish this season in the minors and be there for next year. The Yankees are desperate. That's why he's here.
The Yankees are desperate. There's no question about that. They're desperate indeed for some quality arms. They need a few of them at this point. So they get a Jazz homer. Polanco homered for the Mariners off the kid just now. So 4-2 is the score there right now at the Bronx. Elsewhere, 3-0 Reds lead the Marlins. The Marlins are going for their 12th straight road win. Fish have been great on the road. The problem is they're facing Abbott tonight, who just got named as a replacement for the All-Star team today, rightfully so. And they're up 3-0. Reds trying to get out of a bad funk they've been in. The Red Sox have a 2-0 lead on the Rockies. I expected them to tee off a little bit more on this Santazella than they have so far. This guy stinks, George, as you know. But only 2 runs for them. Jeez, who hit that for the Twins? You got the Twin game on, George? That ball was crushed. Wallner. Not Wallner. I mean, he hit one. Whew. That's a shot in that place. Up over that big wall in right field, out on that concourse. That was hammered by Wallner. Look out. Whew. That Horton here's a who, George. He stinks too. That's the Cubs need a starter, George. They need a starting pitcher. Well, George stopped talking, and I'm going to let George now know because there's only like a minute left in the segment. George looks like he can
This is
still
what
hear
happens.
me. And then I now hear George. I basically didn't hear a thing for about 2 minutes there.
I was saying, another home. I think we had another home run, by the way.
Mariners?
No,
Or
it dies at the
Twins?
track. It dies at the track.
Who was that?
All right.
Who in the Twin game?
No, Yankee game.
Oh, the Yankee game.
Dominguez took out his pitching wedge. I guess he needed a 9-iron. He needed a little bit more.
I have Dominguez tonight, George. Oh,
he literally. I thought it was gone off the bat. It died maybe 2 feet before the wall here. It didn't quite get out there. By the way, quickly, what I was saying is I don't think the Cubs are going to move Alcantara. He's not pitching very well right now. 80 cents on the dollar right now. I think unless he pitches well in his next 4 starts, in which case they can get full price, I think he stays at Miami until the offseason.
You probably get more from him then at this point, the way that he's looked. We're just getting going on a Wednesday night. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. George Kurtz in for Joe. We'll come back, get you rocking on the grid right after.
Playoffs. By the end, you might not have a ring on your finger. Stay tuned and you'll have a little something in your pocket. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Carver and Lisi.
Is he safe or is he out?
They haven't made the call yet.
How many angles?
Say, do one.
I knew you were talking it down, too. I knew it.
How was I talking it down?
You were hoping the guy. I saw it. You got a smirk on your face. You were hoping.
Joe, why do you think that I'm trying to talk down your stuff? I don't get that about you. Why do you do that?
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
There once was a dude named Sid. He never won and felt disgusted. He got the winning edge, his friends would allege, all for just listening to SportsGrid. If Sid can do it,
so can you.
Get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. George Kurtz in for Joe. By the way, that Twin game, George, Byron Buxton left the game after getting hit by a pitch. Now, that's significant, and that's on his hand. He got hit in the hand by a pitch, and he left the game. Now, obviously, this is significant on a couple levels. The Twins would lose their biggest bat in the lineup if that's serious, and you would also potentially lose another participant in the home run derby on Monday. He's in the derby, Byron Buxton. So hopefully that's not a serious hand injury that he got hit by the pitch with. I'm obviously taking him out for precaution, get some x-rays, etc., but they're having a hard enough time, George, filling that slate for Monday night. They can't lose someone that's actually said yes to them. They don't want to have to lose that.
Yeah, I'll say that's the interesting part. But for Minnesota, it'd be devastating. Even if you think Minnesota's still in it, which maybe they are, maybe they're not here. This might just push them to the brink of, well, okay, we're dealing out. Right, we're going to deal with Ryan now. We're going to get rid of our guys. What are they sitting? 5 games out of a wild card.
Yeah.
So they are still in it, but you'd probably have to trade it. And that's the problem. 4 games out of a wild card,
Right.
not 5. Look at the wrong team there. So be tough. I mean, the worst place for a hitter to be hit, I mean, obviously besides the face, is the hand. Right, hand, fingers, wrist, a lot of little bones in there, and one can be broken pretty easily. So we'll hope that Buxton is okay. This just happened within the last 10 minutes here, so we don't know yet. And I'm sure he's undergoing X-rays. We should know more later tonight or early tomorrow.
Yeah, we should. Back to all the games. We mentioned 2-0 Boston there in the top of the 5th, 3-0 Minnesota after the Wallner homer. And we told you Buxton left the game. The Royals got a Salvi Perez homer, and they lead the Pirates 1-0, top of the 3rd in Kansas City. Good pitching matchup with Falter and Bubich going tonight. The Nationals have a 3-1 lead over the Cardinals. They got a Nathaniel Lowe homer in the first inning. And Cleveland already up 1-0. Who hit that? Whoever hit second for Cleveland must have homered, George, because I just see 1-0, 1 out, nobody on base. And Ramirez up now. So
well, it's not Ramirez, right? And it's not Kwan. So it's between Kwan and Ramirez. And the answer is, the game winner from last night, a guy I never heard of.
Wow,
someone named Martinez.
Angel Martinez. That was that Grand
box special.
That was, and you know how much I look at the home run stuff, obviously. I'm all over it every single night. That is the only ballpark where that would have been a home run, was in Houston.
Not even Fenway?
Nope. Said 1 out of 30. First row of the Crawford boxes, I guess, is shorter. I guess it would have hit off the monster at Fenway, I would have to think.
It was more than high. It was a mile high.
Yeah.
First row there. So
first row, only a homer in Houston for it. And he gets one here tonight to give them a 1-0 lead. We'll do the late night games later, 3 of them tonight, with Rangers, Angels, Diamondbacks, Padres, and Braves, A's. I will say we left last night waiting for that Brave A game to start. I mean, the A's brought the big stick out in the early, but you still had to sweat that over, George, because it was 10.5. The A's scored 10 runs in the first 3 innings. You figure, I could put the head on the pillow and go to bed. If you did, you woke up in the next morning and you needed Eli White late homer in the 8th just to scrape by and get it to 11. I don't think they'll have that problem tonight. Not with these 2 guys going. This Spence is awful. Elder gives up 1 billion homers. Hopefully we can really clean that out tonight, George, that 10.5 in Sacramento.
I can tell you, I've already got the same bets tonight. Same exact bets I had last night. 4 home run props over. Yeah, we're not changing here. I mean, what did our boy Lisi say that last night? Fuentes is a gas can. They set him down. He was a gas can last night. He was off.
He was. Oh my God. And look, I know you get a little unlucky. That was the 2 inside the park home runs last night, George, were so weird. The Butler one was weird because it took such a weird bounce off of that, like that fence out there in Sacramento before the berm. It's like a weird top of that fence, and it just happened to hit that and go in the other direction. And the Bailey walk-off, it hit the bricks right on that wall, and it ricocheted so hard off the bricks that it flew.
It was just
back
like the Fenway Park home run last week, right? Same thing. The one with the triangle hit that spot right that way.
Abreu.
By the way, another 2-run home run for the Reds here. They're crushing Alcantara. He's not getting traded because they can't. He's not.
Ellie?
He's terrible.
I didn't play him tonight.
He's absolutely no. It was Marte, I think, the second-year player, Noel Marte.
Ramirez again. 3 nights in a row for Jose Ramirez in Houston. They didn't play him any night.
The Astros are killing me. They were great for me over the weekend, and now they're killing me this week against the Guardians. How do you not show?
You know what it is, George, and this is why I like playing Jose Ramirez. I always like, for a guy who has his kind of power, I love, his numbers are usually in the 400s, which is a nice sweet spot, but I usually only play him facing a righty because he's got more power from the left side. He hits more of his homers from the left side of the plate. So Cleveland faced a couple lefties here, right? They played the one lefty on Monday night, and then this guy's a lefty tonight, this Walter that's going. And I wasn't playing him last night even because it was Hunter Brown, or whichever night the Hunter Brown game was. And now he homers in all 3 games. You can't get 2 of them right-handed hitting him from the right side, Jose Ramirez. So when you zig, sometimes you try to zig, George, and you end up getting zagged. That's kind of how it goes with it. Gotta stay to who you like.
Watching these games, also seem to be traveling tonight. Right? Dominguez didn't get that home run. Someone on Colorado hit when I thought it might get out, and it didn't. A lot of warning track power tonight.
We need the long balls. There's been quite a few already, more than last night. Last night got off to a very slow start. And now it was Marte who hit the 2-run homer for the Reds. Noel Marte to make it. Is that 5-0 now, George, you say? 5-0?
5-zip, yeah.
Carver and Lisi, Sports Grid Radio. George in for Joe. We'll come back. More to do on the grid right after.
Things come to those who wait. The NBA season is coming. Keep it here for every team, every game, every possibility. This is the Sports Grid Radio Network. Carver and Lisi.
Big Fry,
Braves days, Fuentes and Springs, 10.5.
Not high enough. 14, and I'm willing to go up to 14.5. This Fuentes is an absolute gas can. Are you kidding?
High, let it fly.
The butler, who's in the clock? The clock and the butler.
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the Sports Grid Radio Network. The Sports Grid Radio Network presents This Date in Sports History.
1914, the Boston Red Sox purchased Babe Ruth's contract from the minor league Baltimore Orioles. Ruth spent his early days as a pitcher, winning 20 games twice for the Red Sox. The Bambino won 89 games and lost 46 with a 2.19 ERA in Beantown before being traded to the Yankees in 1919. For Sports Grid Radio, I'm Mike DeMurgis.
For anyone who's worried about back taxes, has not filed tax returns, and doesn't know what to do next, stop and listen. Not filing your taxes can have severe consequences, especially in this political climate. Now that COVID is over, the IRS is getting aggressive, massively increasing enforcement and collection efforts. With politicians making all sorts of promises, especially when it comes to taxes, hiding and not dealing with your taxes will cause you harsh legal and financial ramifications. But right now, the IRS offers forgiveness and writes off a massive amount of tax debt. The Tax Doctor offers a free service that helps people get out of IRS collections and back in good standing with the government. Don't hide or bury your head in the sand. Take advantage of our free service. Call now to learn more. 800-816-4492. 800-816-4492. 800-816-4492. That's 800-816-4492.
You may or may not be a good Sports Grid listener.
Test yourself.
If you've ever blamed your losses on forgetting to do the funky chicken under the last full moon, you may not be a good Sports Grid listener. Get the winning edge. This is the Sports Grid Radio Network.
Carver and Lisi, Sports Grid Radio. Sirius XM 159. All right, here, George. Now, it's funny. I heard you during one of the breaks. You mentioned the Juan Soto thing with the All-Star game, and I did want to bring that up with you tonight because there's been this. You saw him the post game with him last night, talking about the money. I don't know. Like when I first watch it and just kind of observing Juan Soto over his year with the Yankees and just kind of how things have gone over those first couple months with the Mets, I actually think he's just completely tone deaf and 100% serious when he said that. Like, it was a lot of money on the table. Like, even though he makes $47 million this year, and it's only $100,000 for him to make the All-Star team. There are obviously the Met fans have started to rally and say that he was joking around. You could clearly tell that he's kidding. And I personally didn't take it that way. Maybe that's just because I don't want to take it that way, George. What did you think when you saw Juan Soto saying that he left a lot of, he wants to be in the game because there's a lot of money on the table? What honestly, dude, get serious.
I mean, if you don't see my facial expression, it's probably like, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, really? And then he's trying to play the game. Is he serious? Is he joking? I kind of lean more towards serious as well here. That's what I do. And listen, I have nothing against Juan Soto as a Yankee fan. All right, nothing. He took the most money. Most of us would do the same. All right, it's sort of like with the Islanders with Tavares. I had no problem with Tavares going to Toronto. All right, he went home. You want to do it, do what you want to do here. The only problem I ever had with Tavares was that he told the Snow, don't trade me. Keep me here. Snow has to get his signature on a contract there or trade him. I mean, that's Snow's fault here. But other than that, it doesn't bother me that Soto went to the Mets. Not in the least. He took the most money. All right, it wasn't the Yankees offered more and he screwed the Yankees over. He did not. And by the way, as I keep saying this for Yankee fans, if Soto stayed with the Yankees would be in so much trouble this year because there'd be no Max Fried. All right, without Fried, who's pitching right now? Seriously, who's pitching? I mean, they wouldn't have a starter. I mean, they'd be going with 4 starters right now in bullpen games every week. They don't have anybody else. Or they would have had to make some ridiculous trade for some, somebody you don't want. Dallas Keuchel might be in the rotation, someone like that. So, it is what it is here. So I don't get upset about the Soto thing. Do I think he was serious? Yeah. Was it a dumb thing to say? Yeah. You wish these guys would think before they act. But, some of these players, you said it, tone deaf and don't read the room or don't know what they're saying or in a world of their own. Then the PR people get a hold of them. Right? Then their agent starts to call them. Listen, you got to back this out, buddy. We got to come up with a statement here. And you play that game, and it happens over and over again.
It really does. I just thought it was. He wasn't kidding around. I don't think. I really don't believe that he was kidding around. I know all the reporters laughed because nobody in that room is going to call him out for saying that, so they all thought it was funny. But I think he was dead serious. I really do. I think listen, God bless him. I mean, he's got all the money, but I think he counts every single dollar of it, and God bless him for doing that. So that's his right. $47 million, worried about $100K. They named here's his problem, George. All the replacements are on the American League team. They're the team that needs all the players. The NL really hasn't had anybody yet. The AL lost Jose Ramirez today. So that put Itzhak Paredes on the team. They also aren't going to have Jeremy Pena. That puts Zach McKinstry from the Tigers on the team. They're also not going to have, I believe it's Hunter Brown, and that just put Joe Ryan on the team from the Minnesota Twins. The only one for the NL has been pitchers. Freddie Peralta out, Trevor Megill in, their closer. So you're getting the replacements, George, but I was looking at it again today. I don't think any of those outfielders on the NL are budging unless they get hurt in the next 4 days. I really don't see any of them budging off the game.
Yeah, at this point, now I don't think he'd get paid anyway. By the way, if you're a replacement, you're named or you're not.
No, you still get it. You're in the game.
You're a replacement.
I'm
you're
pretty
like
sure that
53rd guy.
Yeah, I think they still get it.
I have to check that out. I don't. Maybe you do because you're on the team. But if you're a replacement, whatever. Well, that's negotiations, contracts there. But for someone like if I'm Soto, I would probably just take the 4 days off. The Jazz just hit another one.
Did Jazz another one?
Jazz should be on the team. He hits another one.
Wow, Jazz showing he wants to be in the Derby. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. We're back right after this.
We got a home run in Fenway as well.
Who was it?
The NBA
Abreu?
It all comes down to this. And we'll give you all the angles to make sure you win a little something something. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Know someone with a drinking or drug problem? Learn how to get sober after we share these stories.
I was 35 with 2 beautiful children when my life and addiction started to spiral out of control. After my divorce, I went into a depression cycle and started drinking more often, and using prescription drugs. After my second DWI and arrest, my ex-husband threatened to take our children away from me.
I was 17 when I became addicted to heroin and meth. I thought I could quit on my own, but I couldn't. It hit me when I was arrested.
Get sober now. Your private insurance may cover costs and we'll get you here. It's simple. Just call Elite Rehab Placement right now. Please, don't wait. Your life matters to us. 800-959-6348. 800-959-6348. 800-959-6348. Call right now before it's too late. That's 800-959-6348.
Do you use the expensive blue or yellow pills to charge your sex life? Are you thinking about it? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pills deliver the exact same results for less than $3. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. And right now, radio callers will get 44 blue or yellow pills for $120 with free discreet shipping. You can save more than $700 off pharmacy prices. Charge your sex life now and save a ton of money. Call now and get your 44 pills and save over $700 and qualify for free shipping. Stop overpaying and call right now.
Paid for by Steel Man Pills. 800-823-3851. 800-823-3851. 800-823-3851. That's 800-823-3851.
Wherever you go,
There you are.
download the SportsGrid mobile app and we'll be right there with you.
So now you can get the winning edge anywhere.
Even while the wife's talking to you.
If you've got an earbud.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Yeah, so that's Jazz's second of the game for the Yankees, his 17th of the season. Why not, George? I mean, of all the guys who are going to be there, and I told you last night that Caminero was going to be in it when they added him to the game, and sure enough, he is. And I think he's actually a sneaky good play for that because he'll probably have some of the longer odds, and he'll be a little overlooked. And that kid he could swing it, that Caminero on Tampa, and he homered today as well. So I kind of like him as hopefully a longer shot on Monday night for that derby. But at this point, I know Cruz isn't in the game and they took him from the Pirates, but are they really going to keep going from outside the game to try to get guys in it? I think eventually you got to go to the guys that are going to be there and say, hey, who wants to do this thing? Jazz clearly has put his hand up that he would like to. So why not? Put him in there.
See, for me, I don't think the Derby should have anything to do with the All-Star game. I want to see, I want to see monsters up there. I don't care if you made the All-Star game or not. I want to see monsters up there. Now maybe there should be where you ask, what is that? I don't know, just for giggles, where there 40 offensive players, you ask all 40 guys, who wants to be in it? If you get 8 there, okay, maybe you take those guys. But if not, then we're going out. We have no choice but to go outside anyway. But maybe you do give the right of first refusal to the guys who made the game. But, I want to see the guys who would hit the ball 500 feet. I don't care if you're an all-star or not. I don't.
Right.
Listen, we're not going to see, Judge is never going to do it again unless it's the Yankee Stadium. And that's fine. It's his right. Stanton's not going to make the team. But, if he wanted to do a derby, I know he doesn't. Go ahead. We want to see balls hit a mile, don't we? That's what we want to see in a derby.
Yeah. No, it's true. Just have whoever could put on a show and keep it entertaining. Like, I get having O'Neal Cruz there. I mean, the guy hits the ball a ton. I mean, he's got he's got the hardest hit ball this year, right? That home run that he hit almost hit the bridge out there in Pittsburgh with that one home run. So he's one of the young stars of the game. I don't mind showcasing some of these guys that you're going to have. Wood, Cruz, Caminero. It's good to have some of these guys in the game. Let some people actually find out who they are and show that they're in it. They're interviewing Joe Ryan. I guess this was just announced like 25 minutes ago that he was going to be in. So they're interviewing him at the Twin game right now. It's now 3-0 for them, 4-0 Red Sox after the Abreu homer, 6-2 Yankees. 2-0 Cleveland as well, and 3-1 Washington, which they did finish that game last night, George. They waited until even after we finished here, but they did get that in, St. Louis and Washington, late night in St. Louis.
And I watched it.
Did you? You went the whole way. What was you? So you were obviously up then too for the giant walk-off inside the park home run, the Bailey off the rocks, off the bricks, out there in the triangle
that was
in Oracle.
You know what's funny, Mike, because you and I had Adamas, right? We've been on Adamas, and I didn't see who hit it, but I saw it. Then I saw it hit the rocks on the TV. Oh, you watch it, and you see it going on. I don't know who it is, and then they all tackled it. I'm like, oh, it could be Adamas. I'm really not dead sure what he looks like. And, and you go, oh, it's not Adamas, damn it. But it was a fun. Like I said, it was a fun play. We talked about it earlier. It was a fun play. Yeah. By the way, I'm that guy who's up till I got to do. I got to work on the Rage on Gabe's show after, so I generally don't get to bed till 2-3 in the morning anyway on weeknights. So yeah, I'm certainly watching all the games here. So I like the fact that the Nats Cardinals game went late, and we talked about it because of the rain delay and all that. I end up taking the under because that always seems to happen in rain delays because they want to get out of
game.
All right, the umpire wants to everyone wants to go home.
Oh, who got that one? That's right to center field. Some of these camera guys, George, I got a big problem with. They think every ball off the bat is a home run now. Every single ball that goes in the air. Some of them, they're not even close. Some of these balls that get hit in the air. But the cameraman makes you think 6-0 Reds. 6-0 Reds against the Marlins. Alcantara's still out there, too, in the bottom of the fifth. You're right.
What happened to this guy?
He's cooked. He's cooked.
What happened? Lily, what happened? I understand you had Tommy John, but it's been, we're 4 months into the season now. You should be over that by now and certainly pitching better than you are, but he's getting wrecked every single start.
What's happened with the Cubs here the last couple of days? Like they scored 1 billion runs against the Cardinals over the weekend.
I bet on them. That's
you bet him. You're the guy. Right. You did it because they weren't even facing Joe Ryan. Like the Simeon Woods Richardson last night, this Uncle Festa tonight. Like they can't score runs off of these guys. Well, what has happened? Now they got a couple on here with no out in the top of the fourth. Maybe they can start to change some things here. And the Nationals are rounding the bases as well, as I believe they're now going to be up. I think that's going to be a 5 spot for them, or 4-1 second and third in the top of the fourth. As the Nats are just beating up on Palante here. Leadoff double for Julio Rodriguez. The kid's still in there, huh, George, in the 6th? Is that the top of the 6th they just saw? Is that what it is right now?
I thought you were jinxing it, but it's actually the pitching coach coming out. So he's only at 70 pitches. So you definitely give him this inning. You've got a 6-2 lead here. You want him to leave feeling good about himself. So you'd love to get him through the inning here. But if not, run on second, nobody out. I'm still letting him pitch. Get a little breather. But I think you want to have the bullpen ready. You want to have you guys up there to take them out. But they can't. They need innings. All right, the Yankees need innings. Can't keep going to that bullpen, which is.
What do you want to do at Raleigh here? Base open. Now, look, you don't want to open.
You pitch to him.
You pitch to him at 6-2. You'd rather the 2-run homer than the next guy hitting a 3-run homer. So you.
He's having a great year, but he's not Aaron Judge, where you're walking because there's nobody to hit behind him. Okay. No, I'm pitching to Raleigh. I can't walk him. If it's different conversation, maybe it's 6-3, 6-4 or better. But at 6-2, what's the worst that could happen? The 2-run homer. Let's
Nobody
see if
out
100
either.
mile an hour
No outs either. That's the other thing. You're setting yourself up, open yourself up to a really big inning if you start playing that game. But this Raleigh's no joke, man. He's no joke.
He's also a good defensive player. People don't realize how good a defensive catcher he is. This is not just Mike Piazza can't do much else there. This is more of a Johnny Bench type player. So he's fantastic, the player he's become.
Nats will now have the bases loaded. Little chopper down to third. Arenado tried to barehand it. No dice. Run stays at the second and third. So now bases loaded, nobody out for the Nationals. And this Palance in big trouble, mister. Here against them. Big trouble, mister. Have you watched, by the way, George? I was going to ask you this. Maybe I'll Have you watched the Netflix quarterback thing yet that came out? Are you a Netflix guy? Do you have the Netflix? Did you see the quarterback show with Burrow and Cousins and I guess Jared Goff? You wouldn't even know Jared Goff's on the show based on all the clips that have been released out into social media, considering it's all Burrow and it's all Kirk Cousins. I guess Goff was as boring as hell in that show because I haven't seen one clip of Jared Goff on the quarterback show. It's been all Burrow and Kirk Cousins. You watched that, George, the quarterback show.
I do indeed have the Netflix. Okay, I have not watched this show. Is this where Kirk Cousins doing all the complaining about how he wouldn't have signed with Atlanta if he would have
says he felt he was misled by the team. He was misled.
I'm sure he was misled. You know, that's the name of the game, boys. And that's why they're paying you $100 million. Not feeling bad for you either. But yeah, you were misled. Sure.
I gotta watch it. I haven't. I didn't watch the last one. I think the last one was actually wide receivers, right? Didn't they do a quarterback one? Then they did a wide receiver one. I guess now they're going back to quarterback.
I'm not watching the HBO thing of whatever. I don't even know what team they're doing this year. The Jerry Jones thing, does Netflix have that too, or is it Prime or whatever? They have the Jerry Jones Dallas Cowboy. I'm not watching that.
Those are Hard Knocks this year. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. George in for Joe. We'll be back on the grid right now.
The boys of summer have returned and taken the field for the great American pastime.
You should monetize that.
Get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network. Sports Rage Tonight.
I'm like, I said a lot of guys on the Rays, like, if you're young, you won't mind. Like, you're not going to miss anything. You know what I mean? You might miss your dog, all right, you got a dog walker, but we were kidding, and it was actually George Kurtz. I'll throw Kurtz under the bus. He goes, as a married man, I'd love to go on the road with a baseball team for 2 months right now.
It's Sports Rage Tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, on the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
New research at the University of Bern, Switzerland suggests artificial intelligence superior to humans at suggesting appropriate behavior in emotionally charged situations.
I suggest you put down the duck.
Unemotional, non-human AI trained on psychological research dispassionately diagnoses emotionally charged situations in real time, assessing and diffusing the chance of a dangerous outcome.
You might be calmer if your wife stopped tickling you.
One step closer to AI with actual emotional intelligence.
Next time, let go of the bowling ball.
Follow me at Capalbo on X and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Carver and Lisi.
Is he safe or is he out?
They haven't made the call yet.
How many angles?
Safe. 2-1.
I knew you were talking it down, too. I knew it.
How was I talking it down?
You were hoping the guy. I saw it. You got a smirk on your face. You were hoping.
Joe, why do you think that I'm trying to talk down your stuff? I don't get that about you. Why do you do that?
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, on the SportsGrid Radio Network. If you think the winning edge is about luck,
you're just not paying attention.
It's about strategies and odds and information.
Mostly it's about listening.
So when we say get the winning edge,
basically just keep it here.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. Well, look, you can always second guess, George. You could do all of those things. Before the break, me and you were saying, just leave the kid in. Like, he's got in the 70s. He just got Raleigh out. What's the rush to go and get him out of that game? And sure enough, who they bring in there, George? Is that Loizaga they brought in? Is that who they brought in?
It's Loizaga.
I think he threw one pitch and a Rosarena hit into the right field seats. So 6-4 now, Yankees lead the Mariners. Man, he has been, out of Rosarena, he has been on fire, George. Fire, Rosarena. And Fuego.
Yeah, certainly much better than he was last season when he, excuse me, when he came over there. But Schindler was at 75 pitches. He got the hard guy in Raleigh. He's not going to pitch again for 2 weeks. Remember, the All-Star game's next week. He ain't pitching again this week. He's not going to pitch probably the first 3 games after the break. So you're looking at like I said, 12 days from now. He can't go throw more than 75 pitches here. This is what Boone drives me nuts. He wonders why his bullpen is fried. When you pull starters after 5 1/3, well, it's at 75 pitches. You can't do that. And Loizaga, by the way, he's been a home run machine most of the season since he's come back. He's have a lot of long balls.
He stinks. They don't have a lot of guys you can. And look, I know that this is a problem that most teams have, having reliable arms in their bullpen. I don't know. Who do you trust the most out of the Yankee pen? Because let's be fair.
Right now,
Weaver hasn't been the same. Williams has been a hack all year. I don't know who you would trust out of the Yankee pen. No one. You said it.
Fernando Cruz is probably their best reliever, and he's on the IL for whenever he decides to come back.
Most home runs versus the Yankees since 2020. Arozarena's third with 17. After Devers and Vladimir.
I was gonna say Devers had to be number 1 or 2 there. Yeah. Who's the other guy?
Guerrero.
Vlad, yeah.
Vlad number 2.
I wouldn't have guessed the Rosarena. The other 2 I would have had.
Yeah. And the Royals are now up 3-0. All it took was Joe to go away. Joe was killing this guy for 2 weeks, this Jack Caglianone, killing him. Because he was, Joe bet him. He did it. Joe goes away. He homered, I think it was last night, right? Did he homer last night?
Yep.
Right? He homered me. And then he homered tonight, George. They say it was 466 feet. You don't see many balls, not just in that front green area in straightaway center field at Kauffman. There's like a green wall above that, and I think he hit it above the green wall that's above the green grass. It was a tank shot by Caglianone to straightaway center field.
Yeah, this is that. I'm not a big believer in any of those distance figures at all, by the way, because no one ever hits a ball 500 feet. Never. It just never happens. It's almost like it can't happen. So I think it's complete BS. I've seen some home runs where it's been the exact same spot, yet different measurements. Like, okay, how does that work out? You see one hit the one to left center field that's 420. One hits at the left field that's nowhere near as far. Also, it's 440. Okay, whatever. Just let's leave me alone. Don't care about those things. Caglianone is going to be fine. We talked about this last night. Now, great, he's batting $150. All right, it's pretty awful here, but he's hitting the ball hard. Maybe hitting it some bad luck here, but now maybe he's hitting out of it. Right, back-to-back days with home runs. Just maybe take him a little while. I say this all the time. Mike Trout got sent down his first time up in the majors. Not everyone becomes, the next Ty Cobb from day one. So he'll be fine. It's going to take some time. And like I said, that his time maybe now. Red Sox score another run, 5-0.
Yeah, I think it was Hamilton with the base hit. Hamilton. Cool, man. So 5-0 Red Sox here. 2-0 Guardians still, top of the third, as they turn it back over to the top of the order. They got the 2 solo home runs by Martinez and Jose Ramirez in the first. Cubs did get a couple back against the Twins after I bashed them. So 3-2. Twins lead. That's in the bottom of the 4th inning for that. Classic. I'm in a bunch of my Yankee friends. Same thing that you just said. And then the text group that I'm in. Classic Boone over managing, which is what it is. It's classic Boone over managing. There was
one thing I'll say this. I wonder if it's Boone. They pulled him at 75. That sounds like Cashman.
That's Cashman.
That sounds like Cashman. 75 is all you're getting from him.
Yeah, that was that came from above. Which, as I've always said, 90% of the Yankee moves come from above.
Correct.
I wouldn't be surprised if Boone's got an earpiece in, and Cashman's talking to him during the game. That's how much I believe.
That's why Boone has a job, because he doesn't say boo. He just does whatever Cashman wants. He doesn't cause trouble. That's why he has a job.
And don't forget, George, he's good with the media. He's a talker. He knows how to talk to the media. That's part of. That's why they, Cashman had enough of Girardi, because Girardi
was not
didn't
good
want
with
to
the
say.
media.
Girardi hated talking to the media. He hated doing it.
Which is
But
ironic, because
Boone,
what does Girardi do now, by the way?
right, he's got no problem doing
he
it.
works for the
He's not a
media.
manager. He's got no problem being the analyst, but he don't want to answer questions before or after the game. He hates talking to the media in all of those situations. At the top of the hour, we'll go through the late night games, of course, which there are a couple of them. Who got that? Jeez, right off the top of the wall, Royce Lewis. What happened to him, Jordan? Remember last year he was good, Royce Lewis, for the Twins?
They thought he looked like he was going to be the new, literally on top of the wall, but he missed the home run by about a foot. They thought he was going to be the new, and he is Byron Buxton, right? He's exactly Byron Buxton. He's great when he plays, but he doesn't play very often. Another injury this year, and he hasn't put it together yet. I think he'll be fine. Speaking of doubles, Austin Wells for the Yankees leadoff double.
I think it was a half a foot, honestly, George. I just saw the Reva hit off the top of the wall, that ball by Royce Lewis. Carver and Lisi, George in for Joe. We're back after this.
Good things come to those who wait. The NBA season is coming. Keep it here for every team, every game, every possibility. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
How would you like to get high-speed internet for your home for less than $2 a day? That's right. For about $50 a month, you'll get lightning-fast internet. Are you paying less than $50 a month right now for your internet? Then call Whole Home Connect right now for blazing fast internet at $50 a month with no price increases, no hidden fees, no contracts, no upfront costs, no equipment fees. It's a great deal. And guess what? You can try it for 15 days. If you don't like it, you get your money back. But you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the price. Internet for your home for $50 a month. That's less than $2 a day. Plus, no contracts, no upfront costs, no equipment fees, and our 15-day guarantee. Call now. 800-797-1292. 800-797-1292. 800-797-1292. That's 800-797-1292.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
New research at the University of Bern, Switzerland suggests artificial intelligence superior to humans at suggesting appropriate behavior in emotionally charged situations.
I suggest you put down the duck.
Unemotional, non-human AI trained on psychological research dispassionately diagnoses emotionally charged situations in real time, assessing and diffusing the chance of a dangerous outcome.
You might be calmer if your wife stopped tickling you.
One step closer to AI with actual emotional intelligence.
Next time, let go of the bowling ball.
Follow me at Capalbo on X and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
If you want to be an alpha,
You've got to get the winning edge.
it's kind of a necessary ingredient if you want to lead the pack. So mark your territory.
With the winning edge.
You're in the big leagues. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Yeah, and we're back. Carver and Lisi. Who missed that in center? Who misplayed that
J-Rod.
ball, George? Jeez.
I think he lost
Julio
it in
Rodriguez.
either a shirt or the lights. Because the way he looked at it, you could see, I don't think he saw it. And more great base running by the Yankees. Wells doesn't score from second base, but
Oh yeah.
I don't think I'm going to yell at J-Rod for that. I think he lost either a shirt, which certainly can happen, or the lights there, because it looked like it looked weird to put it nicely there. Yankees second and third, one out here, got to score some runs. Your boy's up.
Which one? I got a few of them. Oh, Dominguez. Dominguez.
Yes,
He's my guy
Dominguez.
tonight. Dominguez is my guy tonight. Hopefully he can finish what he started last at bat. where he just missed one. If you could just get a little bit more on it. Is it Paredes? He pulled it down the line. Foul ball. By the way, it's 6-0 Reds, and it might get a little bit worse now because the Marlins have this Bellozo the Clown in the game now. One guy's in their bullpen, Bellozo the Clown. And he's just
single for Dominguez.
He's awful. That Bellozo the Clown, and he's facing Ellie De La Cruz right now. So that Dominguez, he's been hitting the ball lately, George. And I'll tell you the other thing. I said this to Scotty today on Coast to Coast. Is tonight the first time all year he actually used the same lineup in back-to-back nights? I feel like Boone never does it. He's constantly got different lineups in there every single night. He had the same lineup after scoring 10 runs last night. He ran it back. Same guy.
Which is shocking when you think about it, because usually between Goldschmidt, Rice, Rice and Grisham all of a sudden aren't playing, which is a little strange, right? Grisham's got a borderline all-star case, and I don't think anybody outside of Judge has to go harder than Rice on the Yankees. So a little strange there as well.
I actually played Rice early this morning when the numbers came out for the homer because I thought against this Logan Evans that's the type of righty that he usually hits really well, but he ended up not being in the lineup. Thankfully, I played it on DK, so I got the bet back. If I played it on FanDuel, I'd be sitting around waiting for him to pinch hit and then lose the bet. So thankfully, you got to watch that stuff, George. Can't play those. You got to wait on FanDuel to make sure the guy's in the lineup. Can't do that. At least on DK and MGM, they give you your money back if the guy doesn't start. They just void the bet. Don't do that anywhere else. Let's see if this Roman Anthony can hit me one here, George. He's up right now, leading off the bottom of the 7th. Can this guy go
Someone
big
hit
fly?
It for Washington.
I got nothing going on.
I think it's Rosario. Ahmad Rosario with a long home run, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah, they get the extra point.
Him and long home run don't really usually go in the same sentence. That's not really an Ahmed Rosario trait. Is hitting a long home run. I'd like for Roman Anthony to hit a long home run right now. I'd even take just a wall scraper around the pesky pole or something right now.
Or a short one's good.
Short one, long one. I don't care what the guy hits. Hit it in the air and hit it far. I'm squeezing him. What is that called? Gotta be kidding me here. 4-2 Twins. 4-2 Twins. They were able to get that run around after the Lewis double. So Judge is up with first and third and one out.
Indeed.
Nowhere to put him.
Smoked the ball last time. Yeah, they're not going to walk him. Of course, it's a 2-2 count anyway, so they're going to pitch to him. Just once again, just drive the run in. This game's not over. Yankees only got 3. Just get the run home.
Not with their pen. It's far. Not with their bullpen. It's far from over.
But it's something Yankees don't do well. They don't get tack on runs. That's always been a sort of an issue. And Judge takes care of it down the line.
Did he?
Yeah. 2-run double for Judge as Dominguez will score as well.
He's a machine, George. He sure is.
He's a freak. He's an absolute freak. What is he, 6'7", 6'8", 280, and absolute.
Only
freak.
hit like that in the playoffs.
Yeah, he's definitely not the same. But no one's the same hitter in the playoffs nowadays. Pitching is so damn good. But he still hits home runs.
He does.
I think
it's
top,
like,
I think he's
did
top
hit a homer in
history in home runs in playoff games.
Wow. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid. We got another hour to go. George is in for Joe. We'll come back, look at tonight's games in baseball next after this.
By the end, you might not have a ring on your finger. Stay tuned and you'll have a little something in your pocket. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts, in-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more, all in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime, on the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Sports Rage tonight.
Blue Jays looking for their 9th straight victory, and the Blue Jays haven't lost since Michael Kay, New York Yankee play-by-play voice and local hack, said that, the Toronto Blue Jays are starting a first-place team. They're just not. Well, evidently they are, Michael. Evidently they are. That was classic bulletin board material.
It's Sports Rage tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific, on the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
New research at the University of Bern, Switzerland suggests artificial intelligence superior to humans at suggesting appropriate behavior in emotionally charged situations.
I suggest you put down the duck.
Unemotional, non-human AI trained on psychological research dispassionately diagnoses emotionally charged situations in real time, assessing and diffusing the chance of a dangerous outcome.
You might be calmer if your wife stopped tickling you.
One step closer to AI with actual emotional intelligence.
Next time, let go of the bowling ball.
Follow me at G Capalbo on X and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
There once was a dude named Sid. He never won and felt disgusted. He got the winning edge, his friends would allege, all for just listening to SportsGrid. If Sid can do it,
So can you.
get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Please welcome.
It's the opening kickoff with Carver and Lisi.
All right, here we go. Carver and Lisi with you. Sports Grid Radio, Sirius XM, channel 159. Great to have you with us here. Hour number 2 on the grid. We're watching the baseball. We're going to go through the late night games on the left coast. I got the golf picks for you later on as well. So a lot happening here on a Wednesday night, a midweeker. Mike Carver with you. Sans Joe. Joe out on assignment in Baton Rouge. He'll be back tomorrow. George Kurtz is here in his stead, just as he was last night, doing an outstanding job here with us as always. Gentleman George. Hi, George. How are you?
Doing well, Mike. Doing well, right? Again, betting could be a little better. It's not terrible, so certainly not complaining. And I'm certainly banking on one of the games I'm going to talk about next here in almost at Oakland, Sacramento. Save myself $1 there. So Yankees are hitting the ball again. At least they're fun again here. I was going to see Schlittler pitch here and pitch pretty well here. I am not happy with the team I probably hate the most in baseball, and that would be the Houston Astros. Thank you so much for beating up the Dodgers and not showing up at Cleveland this week and really taking some dinero out of my wallet.
And think about it this way, too. Cleveland came in losing 10 in a row into this series. Cleveland had lost 10 in a row when they got to Houston on Monday. And now have a chance to go for the sweep.
The Hunter Brown game last night made no sense. I mean, it's Hunter Brown. He got destroyed. Yeah. I mean, I can understand tonight, when you're facing a nobody, but no, there's not something I saw happening here. Can we get some more runs in Fenway?
I was gonna say that too. Could we get something going there? Get a couple more long balls or something. Get some real tack on, add on stuff. Even either side. If the Rockies would like to contribute at all, I'd have no problem with that either. Especially if it was like Beckham or who else do I got from the Rockies? I played a couple Rocky guys small tonight. Giolito, actually, I gotta stop chasing him. I guess George. He's pitched well the last couple times out.
I said that over the weekend. I'm done.
Alone.
I'm done with Giolito now. Right? He's the new Corbin. Right? It took me a while to stop betting against Corbin, and now I stopped betting against Giolito because I don't know. I just if these guys were hitters, you would think they're on steroids. What are pitchers on? I don't know, but they've both found the fountain of youth. They're both pitching very well right now. So it's more than just Colorado.
Doesn't make a lot of sense. It really doesn't. Oh, by the way, the Dodgers lost their 6th in a row this afternoon. Swept by the Brewers in Milwaukee.
And I'm betting against them every damn time, or at least the under.
What a shame. What a shame. They've lost 6 in a row. Real busted
You
up
don't sound like you're all that upset, Mike. Glasnow pitched well, for whatever it was worth. They can't hit right now. Okay, Betts and Freeman are not Betts and Freeman. Whether it's because of injuries all season long, or his age caught up with them, whatever it might be. They lost Muncy, which I think was a huge loss for them. Hernandez, they need him to come back and hit. It's really right now. It's all Ohtani and the lesser guys of Will Smith, Andy Baez, guys like that. And maybe you're asking too much from these guys right now. They're going to be fine, mind you. All right, the world's not ending, sky's not falling. But right now, in my mind, they're pretty much close to a bet against and certainly an under in most games. Especially, well, I was going to say if Yamamoto's not pitching, but he got wrecked the other night too.
I didn't think Glasnow was that bad today. Glasnow pitched all right in his first start back. He was good.
It was 5 innings, no earned runs. The only run scored on a throwing error by Will Smith.
Meanwhile, I finally saw that Ahmed Rosario homer. Man, that was he got all of that one. That was a no doubter. You're right. There's like the cutout bullpen there in left field, and then there's got the seats right above it. He hit it pretty much above those. Nice shot. All right, 3 late night games. Rangers and Angels again in Anaheim. Rangers pasted them last night. Completely smashed them. Tonight it'll be Kumar Rocker and Kyle Hendricks. Rangers a slight favorite on the road. Big total here tonight too, George, with these two guys on the mound. 9.5. Up and away, George. Up and away.
That's why I'm nodding the head here. Yeah, we're going for it. All right. And Hendricks has been terrible all year long, except for that Yankee start, right? He did well against the Yankees that one start there, and he's pitched okay since. Rocker, no, this has to be an over. You're going to give me even money on the over. I don't care if it's 9.5. I'm taking it here. I'm going to go with the Rangers as well here. All right, I kind of like the Rangers to win this game. I think Hendricks is going to get bombed. I do want to play a home run prop or two in this game. We have a half hour to figure it out. Corey Seager, he's hot. Seager's hot.
I was just going to say to you, Seager is scorching right now. It took him a while. He lost basically the first 2 months of the season with that injury. And then he went back, he came back too soon, went back on the IL. June was kind of like a ramp-up period for him. He really didn't do much in the month of June. But I'll tell you, George, the last 7 to 10 days, he has been smashing the ball. You could tell that he's back on. The problem is, I really hate playing guys at plus 220 to homer. I usually need a little bit more gas than that. I'm going to shop around here now, see if we can find the best number on Seager. Because I had DK open, and their numbers are just, some of these guys are just awful. 235. That ain't much better. See, if I can't find a good one, George, I'll just put him with somebody else. Put Seager with somebody from the A game, the A Brave game. We'll do a little parlay.
That's my
late night parlay.
Game.
Let's see what they got him on MGM. I found a good number on him on MGM last night. But that was a much different pitching matchup. Yeah, 230, 235, and 220. The 3 books I have in New York for Seager. Any deeper shots we like here?
I mean, the problem is neither team has major home run guys that we're going to love. And when it's in LA, I kind of like the left-handers for that small little when they lowered the wall for Ohtani, which never made any sense to me. Like Ohtani needs help.
They have the dopey line on the wall, right? You don't even have to hit it all the way up the wall. You just have to hit it off of that wall.
It's just, The deeper, I mean, Joe Adele, but you're only getting 340. It's not that much. You're going to get another $100, another $1. Other than that, who are we going to go with here? I mean, I'm not going to go Evan Carter or Rengifo or someone like that. They're just not great home run hitting teams here. So I think it's either Seager's sort of the easy choice here. The Angels, I mean, like I said, you could talk me into Zach Neto, but I think Adele would be the guy for 340 if I was going to go that direction.
I always gravitate towards Taylor Ward too, for the Angels. I like Taylor Ward a lot as well, but I think I'm gonna put Seager with somebody in the Atlanta A game. We like
speaking of home runs, we got one.
Who do we got?
Colorado. We need some help from them. We got
one. Was it Beck? Was it Beck?
No, it was Kyle Farmer. Kyle Farmer with his 4th over the Green Monster.
Of course it's Kyle Farmer. Kyle Farmer. Need Beck. I think we could pick pretty much anyone in the A game against Atlanta. I like Kurtz a lot tonight. Your nephew. I like.
I'm taking him.
Nick, don't call me George Kurtz for that game. What?
And shocking of shocking, Loaiza gives up another home run. Another Yankee Stadium special, too.
That was, this all stems back to taking the kid out to begin with. It was unnecessary. I get it. They were at 75. Yeah, that's a Yankee Stadium wall scraper right there. Who hit that?
Oh, first career. That's his first career home run, Cole Young.
Cole Young, first career homer. Amazing. 6-6, Yankees Mariners. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. George in for Joe. We're back after this.
The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Carver and Lisi.
Is he safe or is he out?
They haven't made the call yet.
How many angles?
I
knew you were talking it down, too. I knew it.
How was I talking it down?
You were hoping the guy. I saw it. You had a smirk on your face. You were hoping.
Joe, why do you think that I'm trying to talk down your stuff? I don't get that about you. Why do you do that?
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. On the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Imagine combining the exciting investment opportunity of cryptocurrencies with the power of artificial intelligence to maximize your IRA, 401k, or other investment funds. Listen, if you're looking for ways to accelerate your retirement growth, Block Trust IRA has market-leading strategies and solutions for all levels of investors, from $1,000 to millions. And they partner with Bitcoin Magazine's #1 crypto trading fund in the world to maximize your returns. Plus, their team of IRA specialists is here to help you roll over your IRA or qualified retirement account to the new world of cryptocurrency investments. So make this free call right now to set up your account and learn more.
800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. 800-434-5313. That's 800-434-5313.
There once was a dude named Sid. He never won and felt disgusted. He got the winning edge, his friends would allege, all for just listening to SportsGrid. If Sid can do it,
so can you.
Get the winning edge.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Yeah. And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159, here with you. All right, George, I ended up doing Seager and Kurtz together. I was on Kurtz already anyway, and I figured might as well go in for more. And maybe I can get even a little more if Seager hits a homer as well. So I went Seager and Kurtz together on one. And then I'm going to actually, since we're on the subject of home runs, that FanDuel's got a good price on Marte tonight at 5-1 for the Diamondbacks. That's a good number for him. It's a good number for Marte. Most of the other books have him in the 3s, right? Who's got? And he's 425 on MGM. He's 390 on DK. 5's a nice number on FanDuel for him. For Ketel Marte. I'll probably
Merrill will wake up tonight.
Man, he hadn't hit a homer in like 2 months, George. You talk about being cold in terms of power. They've got nothing out of him.
Remember the concussion he got? I think it was against the Yankees, too. He just hasn't been the same since.
Really hasn't. Now, I completely forgot about all the Judge doubles. When I saw Young hit that homer, George, I thought they tied the game at 6. I think I even said that.
I thought you said 6. I'm like,
I
did double check.
You know what it also is? I have the late at night, MLB.TV has that big inning, which is like the red zone for baseball, and they put the 4 games in the quad box. And when I'm doing this show, I like to have that because I got all the games going on at once. It looked like they had the Yankee game in one corner, and all the screens are smaller, and it looked like 2 6s to me, honestly. And then I took, during the break, I took another look. I said, that's a 9. And then I remembered Judge
we'll get you a pair of these, Mike. It's okay. You're
right, George, I'm getting there. I am getting there, especially since it's, right in front of my face. And I'm right here.
You said 6-6, and I'm like, damn, I thought the Yankees had 9. And I'm looking at his 9. All right. Maybe Mike said something else. We have another home run, by the way. And this one we have is it a double? This is a double, I'm sorry. I thought it was a pesky pole special.
But, no, it's just Yoshida.
A one hop.
How about this, George? Can the next guy on the Red Sox homer?
Against Colorado? Yes. I don't even have to care who it is.
Can we get Romy here? This Romy Gonzalez hit one 410 feet to center field. It would have been a homer in 18 parks earlier, and it was a fly ball out. Can this guy hit one like he did remember we said 2 nights ago he hit the one about 500 feet over the monster?
Yeah.
And I said he could have saved a little bit of that for last night. Can he save a little bit for tonight? A little add-on here. Just a little add-on homer. That's all we're asking for.
I need I think I need 3 more runs here, so I'm not looking too good here. So I could would certainly like a 2-run bomb, give me a fighting chance at it. So I'm certainly rooting for you.
It
looks like it's raining at the stadium, by the way. Maybe not.
Ooh, the storm's moving in.
No, it is raining. I'm not wrong. It's pouring there. It looks like now.
What do you think, George, about this Diamondback Padre game? 1-0 last night on the Louis Urias homer. Got a couple of home runs robbed by Merrill and Tatis in that game. You have Cease going tonight. You have Fott going. We liked the over last night in that game. At least I did.
How'd that work
what can we get tonight? Didn't go very well. Dead under.
I'm going back to the over. All right. Cease has not been Cease. All right. He has not been all that great. And Fat's been less than that.
He sucks.
All right.
He stinks.
I was trying to be nice. All right. But he's been not been good. So I'm going to go the over 8 again. Maybe not the biggest play in the world here, but I want to take the over. You've got me interested in a home run prop here, which I think I'm going to play 1 per game. I think I'm going to listen. I have no stats I can tell you, or other than more of a gut feel for Merrill. Oh!
Did he get it?
He got it. A Fenway special. Probably the only ballpark that's a home run in because it made first row on a sky-high fly. But yeah, it's a home run. So Romy Gonzalez, his 5th of the season, 7-2 Boston.
How about you, George? You see, if that would have been Joe, and Matthias will back this up, because you're actually watching the game, and you know that it landed in the first row of the monster. Joe would have had the ColecoVision up, watching it on FanDuel, and here we go, I think it's a homer, isn't it out, isn't it? And I would have been going nuts. It's a homer, George. Let's go. I couldn't believe He
I
was.
was an Atari
Let me
guy.
just tell you. Now, I did not. I gave out Roman Anthony on Coast to Coast today, and when I was doing my last kind of look through everything around 6:30 after Coast to Coast, because I want to put things with the golf. I want to do stuff. I got the golf picks coming too. I saw him plus 950 on MGM tonight. Romy Gonzalez. George, he's been hitting the ball hard every time up lately, and especially during this Red Sox win streak. He's been crushing the ball. Plus 950. It just didn't make sense. He was in the sixes and on other books. So that was kind of one, George, I just played because of the numbers and because of how good he was slinging it. Let's go. Had a bunch of golf ones with that, too.
That was literally
golf for us.
maybe 2 feet over the wall. And the fan dropped it, by the way. That fan should be ashamed of himself. You're benched, buddy. You got to catch that ball. I mean, there's no excuse for that. You got to catch the ball. You got to catch the ball when you got it. Oh, by the way, another little pet peeve of mine. If I ever catch a home run at Yankee Stadium, I'm not throwing it back. All right? I want the ball. I don't care who it is. I want the damn ball. All right? It's definitely a bucket list of mine to catch a foul ball, fair ball, anything. And I'm not throwing it back.
I have never caught one. I came close once. Old Yankee Stadium, 2001. I'm sitting in the right field bleachers, right near the black, in the old Yankee Stadium. I was close to that. Bernie hit an absolute rocket. It was a Saturday afternoon against the Mariners, of all who they're playing tonight. I was probably halfway up the bleachers. It was a shot. It just went right to the left of me, George. Like if it was not a crowded day, I probably would have had it, but because it was so packed, it was like 4 or 5 people over to my left. That was the closest I ever came to getting a home run ball or anything. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. We're back in.
Good things come to those who wait. The NBA season is coming. Keep it here for every team, every game, every possibility. This is Carver and Lisi.
Big Fry,
Braves days, Fuentes and Springs, 10 and a half.
Not high enough. 14, and I'm willing to go up to 14 and a half. This Fuentes is an absolute gas can. Are you
kidding?
High,
let it fly.
The A's and the Braves. The Butler. Who's in the clock? The clock. The clock and the Butler.
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. The SportsGrid Radio Network presents This Date in Sports History.
1914, the Boston Red Sox purchased Babe Ruth's contract from the minor league Baltimore Orioles. Ruth spent his early days as a pitcher, winning 20 games twice for the Red Sox. The Bambino won 89 games and lost 46 with a 2.19 ERA in Beantown before being traded to the Yankees in 1919. For SportsGrid Radio, I'm Mike DeMurgis.
For anyone who's worried about back taxes, has not filed tax returns, and doesn't know what to do next, stop and listen. Not filing your taxes can have severe consequences, especially in this political climate. Now that COVID is over, the IRS is getting aggressive, massively increasing enforcement and collection efforts. With politicians making all sorts of promises, especially when it comes to taxes, hiding and not dealing with your taxes will cause you harsh legal and financial ramifications. But right now, the IRS offers forgiveness and writes off a massive amount of tax debt. The Tax Doctor offers a free service that helps people get out of IRS collections and back in good standing with the government. Don't hide or bury your head in the sand. Take advantage of our free service. Call now to learn more. 800-816-4492. 800-816-4492. 800-816-4492. That's 800-816-4492.
You may or may not be a good SportsGrid listener.
Test yourself.
If you've ever blamed your losses on forgetting to do the funky chicken under the last full moon,
And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. Sirius XM 159. George is in for Joe. Well, George, you got the over now at Fenway. as they have extend as Duran now hits a 3-run shot into the bullpen. Might have even got over it. Starting to rain in Boston, too. Bottom 8, 10-2 Red Sox. That changed quick, George.
Just like last night. Same thing happened last night. They scored all those runs late last night, too. So, listen, you're picking against the Rockies.
Late.
All right, so...
all the runs were late.
See, I like Boston.
There you go.
Red Sox. Although another little pet peeve. I hate these teams, Mike, that have a gimmick at the home run. The stupid, I don't know what that monster hat thing they put on it, dumb. Even the Mariners with the, the Aquaman thing. I'm not a big fan of that either. Or the Blue Jays with the jacket.
Oh, when they take the big trident out, the Mariners. They take
I guess I don't hate that, but I don't like that. Can we act like we're professionals here? Like we've done this before? Remember what was it? Was it the Blue Jays that they sat in a cart? They bring the cart with them. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah. Oh. And they still put the blue jacket on, right? The Blue Jays put that jacket on when the guys hit the home run. How's their win streak doing after that game in Chicago today? How'd that go when they lost to the White Sox?
About the same as my wallet. Not very well. All right.
You went with the Blue Jays this afternoon, George?
Of course. I'm a streak guy. I'm going to keep going to a streak until it ends. I said I won a lot of money during the streak, but I lost today. So now I know the streak's over. Now we'll play it more. I'm more thinking. Although I don't think there's any way, no matter what streak they're on, I wasn't betting the Blue Jays against the White Sox. So it is what it is. But I knew it would come to an end and I would lose eventually, and today was the day.
How did the Pirates tie this game? RBI ground out for Cruz, and then a 2-run single for Brian Hayes. I mean, God, getting offense out of him. He's of all the guys Yankee that have been, because he can't hit. That's probably why he'll be the guy that the Yankees get. Guy can't he can't hit the ball. He's a great glove, absolutely no stick whatsoever. On that guy. George, quickly. Atlanta and the A's. You're going just up, and away again? That's the up for you? I'm with you.
I mean, I am somewhat concerned because the Braves, what happened to that offensive team here? But I'm not betting the under. And I got 4 home run props in the game. I'm going 2 at each team. Same as last night. Kuna, who is playing tonight. Instead of Riley, I'm going Olsen. And then we already said we're going with my nephew, Nick Kurtz, not my nephew. And also we'll go with Rooker again as well here. And I got to tell you, I actually want to play a couple of others in this game too. I still want to play Riley. I don't need to hit all these to win money. But I think I'm getting a little silly here. I would do more if I trusted the Braves. I just don't trust the Braves. Nick Kurtz, like 350. Are they not? Excuse me. They're not watching these games. Maybe Ozuna at 430. Decent price for him.
No, Ozuna's been he's been so bad. I think he's hurt, and that's some people in Atlanta have said that as well, that he's been battling some kind of injury. But I've chased him a little bit. I kind of quit about a week ago or 5 to 7 days ago because I was playing him because his numbers were just dropping. But he's doing nothing right now. It's really hard.
Right, then we'll just go chalk
for me to back.
You know what? I don't care. I'm going to add 2 more. All right. I'm going to.
I think Riley. The only longer shot I would like from the Brave side of things is Albie. That's the only guy that I would take.
600 though is nice. 6-1. I'm going to add Riley. I'm going to add Soderstrom.
Soderstrom in the 4s. Yeah, that's not a bad one either. If you wanted to go there, I got no problem going with Soderstrom either. When we come back, George, quickly. We got to try the hits, runs, RBIs again. Didn't go well for us last night. Although Rooker was easy. You hit Rooker on the first inning of the game. Rooker cleaned all 3.
Done. Thank you.
Yeah. But who let us down last night? I guess whoever was in the... Did Raleigh get that? Or no, they didn't get that.
No,
again, great camera work again. Good camera work.
Yeah.
Make you think that it's
nice
gone.
Nice catch by Judge, too.
Just puts it straight up in the air. Amazing. It really is. We'll do the hits, runs, RBIs. We come back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM. George in for Joe. We're back after this.
to this.
And we'll give you all the angles to make sure you win a little something something. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Know someone with a drinking or drug problem? Learn how to get sober after we share these stories.
I was 35 with 2 beautiful children when my life and addiction started to spiral out of control. After my divorce, I went into a depression cycle and started drinking more often and using prescription drugs. After my second DWI and arrest, my ex-husband threatened to take our children away from me.
I was 17 when I became addicted to heroin and meth. I thought I could quit on my own, but I couldn't. It hit me when I was arrested.
Get sober now. Your private insurance may cover costs and we'll get you here. It's simple. Just call Elite Rehab Placement right now. Please, don't wait. Your life matters to us. 800-959-6348. 800-959-6348. 800-959-6348. Call right now before it's too late. That's 800-959-6348.
Do you use the expensive blue or yellow pills to charge your sex life? Are you thinking about it? What if we can promise you the same results for less than $3 a pill? If you're paying $20 a pill for the other pills, you're getting taken to the cleaners. Our pills deliver the exact same results for less than $3. You'll save more than $16 a pill for the same results. And right now, radio callers will get 44 blue or yellow pills for $120 with free discreet shipping. You can save more than $700 off pharmacy prices. Charge your sex life now and save a ton of money. Call now and get your 44 pills and save over $700 and qualify for free shipping. Stop overpaying and call right now.
Paid for by Steel Man Pills. 800-823-3851. 800-823-3851. 800-823-3851. That's 800-823-3851.
Wherever you go,
There you are.
download the SportsGrid mobile app and we'll be right there with you.
So now you can get the winning edge anywhere.
Even while the wife's talking to you.
If you've got an earbud.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Yeah. And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. Sirius XM 159. Good to have you with us here. George Kurtz in for Joe. Joe will be back tomorrow. All right. Hits, runs, RBIs. George, since you had the one that got in right out of the gate, give me one from whatever game you want. Obviously, you think the A and Brave game is going to be the one that has the most gas to it. So, who do you like? Give me somebody in that one.
You know, I think I'm going to go with the old, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right, we went with Rooker last night. It's either Rooker or Kurtz. All right, it's
okay.
Whichever way you want to go here. So I can choose either one and be happy with it.
Why not both? Why not both?
You said one. If I get to pick two, it will.
You know
be
what?
both.
I'm gonna take both. I'm gonna do Rooker and Kurtz from the A game, and then I'm gonna put.
Yeah, the third one, and if you're going to go a different game, it's not easy. There's no one I love. I mean, Seager might be the choice.
It's kind of, Seager's numbers, even for 3, is super chalky. You know what? I'm going to go with, I'm going to take a guy you brought up before, and me and Joe have used him quite a bit on these late night things. Neto. I'm going to take Neto from the Angels. 3+.
He's a good little player, by the way. He stays healthy. Over a full year, he's going to do some damage.
And then, you know what? We're going 4 tonight, George, because you're here. I told you last night we never go 4. We're going to do it tonight.
We're getting greedy.
Because you're in the house. We're going to get greedy because, you know what? Maybe I won't. Backtrack. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. We're going Corbin Carroll, too. Corbin Carroll. Neto, Kurtz, and Rooker for the hits, runs, RBIs, 3+. Let's do it.
Certainly don't mind Corbin Carroll.
Dude.
I don't think Cease's going to pitch all that great. I think Cease will be okay tonight, but not great.
We're in. Good to go.
Just make sure,
The Astros,
make sure I get
I
all
got
the
to
home
tell
run
you,
calls.
did the Astros know that they were facing Slade Ciccone tonight? Did anybody tell the Astros that, George? Slade
I don't think anybody told
Ciccone?
them they're playing this week.
My goodness.
You know, the
You
game's
gotta
not
be
over yet,
kidding
but
me.
it just looks to be a definition of a team that went out there, swept the Dodgers, and rested on their laurels, and now can't wait for the All-Star break. Well, I hate the Astros. All the money they made for me over the weekend is now gone. Thanks, boys.
All of it. It's all
I'm not.
gone
I think
already.
I bet him every game over the weekend to beat my dog. Friday and Saturday, I just like the pitching matchups, and Sunday was riding the wave here. But I think all that money that I won from them is at least most of it's gone because I know I like them a hell of a lot more. I mean, come on, you're gonna get swept by Cleveland? Swept? At least today makes sense. 2-0, all right. But Cleveland was beating him up, scoring a lot of runs too. What would Sterling say to Susan? That's baseball, Susan. Thanks.
Well, that's baseball, Susan. That's baseball, Susan. They're just about done. I guess that was a double play there that Colorado just hit to. So 10-2, that's almost finished. 3-3 top 7, Pirates and Royals. And the Marlins' 11-game road win streak, George, looks like it's going to be at its end here, too. 7-1 Reds, top of the ninth. Only a couple of outs left to go for Miami. And then we can hit.
Officially over.
Is it? You're way ahead of me.
I think they keep showing batting. I saw the fireworks go off. No, it's not. Just 2 out. I guess they show fireworks for a strikeout nowadays. Of course, small things.
Yeah, well, gotta light them up afterwards. Gotta make sure you let everybody know. Get it after a strikeout. Oh, jeez. I do have to. You know what? I'll do that in the 44 segment for all the golf fans out there. I'll give all the golf picks as they do start at, remember, 2 a.m. the Scottish Open, the Genesis Scottish Open at the Renaissance Club over in Scotland. So 2 a.m. East is tee off over there with them being 5
hours. The Marlins aren't going down easy. Home run.
Stowers?
No, Norby.
Oh, it's Norby. I saw Stowers was up right before him. I guess he made the second out.
He must have been the strikeout guy with the fireworks.
Stowers on my fantasy team, George, and I had to start him tonight because all my reserves played in the afternoon.
Oh, you're in a daily league. How nice for you.
Yes, every day. So, got to make sure that I change.
That's one of the reasons I was so mad about the Hater loss last night. He's on my fantasy team.
Ah, no good.
Well, one of my fantasy teams, I should say. It happens. He listens. Hater was 25 for 25 and save opportunity. It wasn't enough save opportunity, but a loss is a loss.
All right, I've probably gone a little further than I wanted to with the home runs tonight, George. I'm not going to.
I know I did. I got 6 in one game. I don't care. I think it's going to be fun.
Really, you went 6 in one game, huh?
Yeah, I think that might be the most. I've done 5. I know I've done 5 before, but 6 might be the most because I added on. Who'd I add on? Riley, I said, and Soderstrom. Soderstrom's my extra. I really want Riley tonight. I don't know why. I was really feeling Riley.
Riley, Soderstrom,
Olsen,
Riley,
Acuna,
Soderstrom,
Rooker, Kurtz. I need 3 boys.
What about the Butler? We can't leave the Butler out.
He hit 2 last night. No. I don't know. I don't think he's hit 1 tonight. I thought about him. If he didn't hit 2 last night, he'd be in there. He'd probably be in there over Soderstrom. But he hit 2 last night. I don't like. He's not a guy who, a real home run guy to go back-to-back nights. I know one was an inside the Parker, but no, I'm not going to go.
Riley, Soderstrom, and Kurtz. I got Kurtz. Man, if Kurtz ever homers tonight, George, I got him, and I can get just a couple of other guys. I got Kurtz like in 6 different parlays tonight for home runs.
Kurtz and Rooker helped me out massively. That whole game helped me out massively last night after the Yankees screwed me over by scoring so many runs against Seattle. So Kurtz, Rooker, the over, that was a nice game last night for me. Nope, Judge just struck out
there with the broom.
but Dominguez still steals second base.
I guess no homer for Dominguez tonight. That's unfortunate.
He's been on base a lot. I mean, I don't think he's doing anything wrong.
Not doing anything wrong, but who got that?
Okay.
Tommy Pham off the wall. 3 for 4 tonight. Tommy Pham trying to get himself traded to a contender. That's like an annual rite of passage, right?
Right.
Every year, Tommy Pham's got to get traded to some contender, usually in one of the Central teams, too, it seems like.
Hell, I think they signed him so they could trade him.
Right. That's a lot of guys that ends up happening with. They're underway in Anaheim, and Smith, right out of the gate, lays a double into the corner for the Rangers. So we're off and running there. Hopefully some big numbers with Hendricks and Rocker pitching in that game tonight. We can get some big numbers with those two guys. What are they reviewing in the Yankee game, George?
The stolen base by Dominguez. I think this is one of the ones where they wouldn't review it if it wasn't late in the game because it might go their way, it might not. It's one of those ones where I think the call on the field has to stay. And if he was called out, I think the Yankees might challenge and he'd still be. I think he might be out, but it's not conclusive.
I only saw it once, and it looked like he got him on the knee before that foot got in. It looked like he just.
It's one of those ones where Goldschmidt did the same thing. When they do a feet-foot slide, they're not sliding straight into the bag. They slide straight to the bag, they'll be safe. But they're popping up at the same time, slowing them down by a little bit, and both guys might end up being out here. And he is out. They did call him out.
It kind of had that feel to it, George, that he was going to be out. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. Seager just missed it. Got it to the warning track. We're back after this.
Sports Rage tonight.
I'm like, I said a lot of guys on the Rays, like, if you're young, you won't mind. Like, you're not going to miss anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might miss your dog, all right? Your dog, you got a dog walker. But we were kidding, and it was actually George Kurtz. I'll throw Kurtz under the bus. He goes, as a married man, I'd love to go on the road with a baseball team for 2 months right now.
It's Sports Rage tonight with Gabe Morency. Weekdays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
New research at the University of Bern, Switzerland suggests artificial intelligence superior to humans at suggesting appropriate behavior in emotionally charged situations.
I suggest you put down the duck.
Unemotional, non-human AI trained on psychological research dispassionately diagnoses emotionally charged situations in real time, assessing and diffusing the chance of a dangerous outcome.
You might be calmer if your wife stopped tickling you.
One step closer to AI with actual emotional intelligence.
Next time, let go of the bowling ball.
Follow me at G. Capalbo on X and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Carver and Lisi.
Is he safe or is he out?
They haven't made the call yet.
How many angles?
Safe.
I knew you were talking it down, too. I knew it.
How was I talking it down?
You were hoping the guy. I saw it. You got a smirk on your face. You were hoping.
Joe, why do you think that I'm trying to talk down your stuff? I don't get that about you. Why do you do that?
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. If you think the winning edge is about luck,
You're just not paying attention.
it's about strategies and odds and information.
Mostly it's about listening.
So when we say get the winning edge,
Basically, just keep it here.
this is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Yeah. And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. Sirius XM 159. All right. Here, George. Before we move on, let me give everybody the golf picks for this week for me. Scottish Open, of course, tees off 2 a.m. at the Renaissance Club. Bobby Mack at 30-1. Victor Hovland 40-1. Sam Burns at 40-1. Matthew Fitzpatrick at 45-1. Ryan Crazy Like a Fox at 65. And Wyndham the Butler Clark at 70. The placement, Xander Schauffele top 10 at plus 175. Fleetwood top 10 at plus 200. Tom Kim top 20 at plus 230. Justin Rose top 20 at plus 270. Jordan Smith top 40 at plus 120. And Romain Langescu top 40 at plus 210. The first round leaders, Scheffler 16-1. Fleetwood 45-1. Thomas 55-1. Ryan Fox 75-1. Aaron Rye 80-1. Matt Wallace 110-1. And Matty Schmid at 120-1. The Genesis Scottish Open. And we have the ISCO as well, which is the Jabroni tournament in Kentucky. Cameron Champ at 28-1. Chris Ventura, Golf Detective, at 45-1. Jackson Suber at 75-1. Adam Hadwin at 80-1. And the big rig, Harry Higgs, at 80-1 as well. The golf plays for this week. I'm sure George is running to the book right now to get his golf plays in for the Scottish Open, teeing off at 2 a.m. Tee it high and let it fly. You'll be up when they tee off, George. You know, you'll be still up when they tee off at the Scottish Open. Is that right? Nice. Where are you going? Out on the island? Oh, Spring Lake, good track. I like Swan Lake. Played Swan Lake a bunch out there. Spring Lake's a nice. Yeah. Oh, wow. Good. That's great. There's nothing like getting out and playing. Last chance for me to get a homer with Kyle Tucker here, George. Tucker, top of the 8th, 4-2 Twins against this Varland, who's another guy who stinks. Like, could somebody go deep off of this guy? Please? Like, let's go here. Charge into one. Williams on for the Yankees in the 9th as it's raining there. Is it raining by you yet, George? I have no windows where I do the show, so I have no idea if it's been raining or not here. Yeah. He wants out. Wants to go out. Doesn't care, George. Wants out. Gonna go out there no matter what. Oh, now, George. You love her. You love the brat. Well, he even gets a save for that one, right? 3-run lead. He even gets a save there. Suzuki. No good. 4-0 Cleveland. 4-0 Cleveland. Sorry, George. I know you were on the Stros tonight. All right. As far as tomorrow goes, you actually get one doubleheader because the Mets and the Orioles were rained out tonight. So they're going to play 2 at Camden Yards. And, of course, you're not going to get the pitching matchup you were supposed to get tonight, at least according to the board that I'm looking at. The Mets will pitch Peterson in the first game, George, who was supposed to pitch in the game that was rained out tonight. Now, Sagano was supposed to go for Baltimore in tonight's game. FanDuel has Morton listed in the first game tomorrow. Now, I don't know if... You never know what... Yeah, ESPN has that matchup too. And they have undecided against Sagano in the second game. So I guess the Orioles have already announced that they're going to pitch Morton in the first game and Sagano in the second game. I guess because the Mets are undecided. The Mets don't have a pitcher yet. Mets haven't said who's pitching. Now, if Morton's been really good, I agree. If Peterson was going to pitch tonight, they didn't know who was pitching tomorrow anyway? They didn't have anybody lined up, I guess? I know they've got problems. Friday. Well, who's the latest guy to get hurt? Didn't somebody just get hurt? Didn't another one of their starters just go down? Well, Marte went. Well, yeah. One of their pitchers, I thought, but yeah. So you get that doubleheader. That's at 12 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Split doubleheader. So you get an early start with the baseball tomorrow, George, right as you're waking up at 12 for the Mets and the Orioles. Cubs Twins is 1 o'clock. Colin Rea and Chris Paddock. I mean, this Rea, he stinks too. And Paddock's. This is the third game in a row with these two teams. And they haven't gotten near this over either night. Tomorrow, can they? I think so. Wow.
Confidence here. Paddock, these are Jags, SP4s, SP5s here. 9.5 seems a little high. I mean, it does, but I lean over in the Cubs, but I've been wrong on this all week.
Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio. George in for Joe. We'll wrap this puppy up right after.
We never stop giving you the winning edge. Sports gaming strategies, insights, and information.
24/7.
We haven't seen the sun in weeks.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Know someone with a drinking or drug problem? Learn how to get sober after we share these stories.
I was 35 with 2 beautiful children when my life and addiction started to spiral out of control. After my divorce, I went into a depression cycle and started drinking more often and using prescription drugs. After my second DWI and arrest, my ex-husband threatened to take our children away from me.
I was 17 when I became addicted to heroin and meth. I thought I could quit on my own, but I couldn't. It hit me when I was arrested.
Get sober now. Your private insurance may cover costs and we'll get you here. It's simple. Just call Elite Rehab Placement right now. Please, don't wait. Your life matters to us. 800-959-6348. 800-959-6348. 800-959-6348. Call right now before it's too late. That's 800-959-6348.
The early line.
Matt LaFleur's been there, done that. He's had a lot of success in the regular season, and if you're looking for an upgrade here, here's what it's going to be. Josh Jacobs, just stay healthy. What an engine last year. What a phenomenal pickup there in the backfield. You take a look at Jordan Love. It's up to him to take that next step. Just got married here. You take a look at Dobbs, Reed, and Golden. Golden, a draft pick here, adding that extra speed.
It's the early line with Ben Stevens and Donnie Rightside. Weekdays, 8 a.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid. Wherever you go,
there you are.
Download the SportsGrid mobile app and we'll be right there with you.
So now you can get the winning edge
anywhere,
even while the wife's talking to you.
if you got an earbud.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Yeah. And we're back. Carver and Lisi, SportsGrid Radio, Sirius XM 159. 4-0 Cleveland here in the bottom of the 7th. They're in the top of the 2nd already in San Diego. scoreless with the Snakes and the Friars. Twins have 2 on in the bottom of the 8th with 2 out, up 4-2 on the Cubs. As I was saying, George, we have the Cubs-Twins. Other than that, the Marlins and the Reds are playing at 5:10. Is that another one like Detroit today where they moved the game back because of weather? Because Detroit moved the game back. They were supposed to play at 1 o'clock today against Tampa, and they ended up playing the game at 5.
If they did,
a
I
very
didn't hear about it.
Weird start time, right?
Detroit's done that a couple of times this year to their credit, though. So I don't think Cincinnati's doing the same thing here. But Detroit
I
did
see
that
what's going on
earlier. Well, something going on in Cincinnati tomorrow night?
They've got some post-game concert. That's why they're playing the game at 5. So
Okay.
they've got Old Dominion is playing at the Great American Ballpark.
Should I know who Old Dominion is?
I suppose probably not. I don't know. But
I'm
Old
going to the
Dominion's
Garden
playing.
Saturday night. I'll be at a concert Saturday.
Who's playing the Garden Saturday night?
Oh, I'm not so sure you want me to tell you. Weird Al.
Okay, little Weird Al. Still playing the Garden, huh?
Yeah, he's
Good
at the
for
Garden.
him. Still playing the Garden. Not bad.
I'll be there
for
Saturday
Weird
night.
Al. Is he
Don't
still
worry, folks.
making? Is he still making the new parodies? Is he still making parodies?
No, he says he's not. He's not going to do any more albums. He might drop one every now and then, like that sort of thing. But he's done with albums. You know, I saw him a few years ago where he did his originals at the Paramount in Huntington, and
Okay.
this one though is his parodies. So he's doing all his. He's going to do the costumes, the fat costume, the Jedi thing. It's a lot of fun, and I'm a huge Weird Al fan.
Super creative. The stuff that he did in the 80s and 90s to take some of those songs and let's be honest, become a multi-millionaire off doing it. Obviously, just all credit to him for some of this. And you can never forget, George, all-time classic, UHF, of course. Which
The guy
is
had
an
the DVD.
all-time classic, UHF. With, of course, Kramer was in that. Michael Richards. The Nanny, right? Was the Nanny in it? Fran Drescher? Was she in UHF
I believe she
also?
was in it. Yep. It's been a while.
Future
since I've seen it, but,
sitcom
yeah.
stars everywhere in that UHF movie. So Marlins and Reds are at 5 o'clock East with our pal Cal Quantrill and Nick Lodolo. Wow, big 4-game series in Fenway to end the first half with the Red Sox and the Rays, huh? With these teams going in absolute opposite directions, and the Red Sox basically 1 game back of them now, 2 in the loss. That's a big series for Tampa, George, with the way that they're playing. And they got Bradley, who stinks. Bueller's been awful too, but man, that could be a light the match game with Bradley and Bueller tomorrow night at Fenway.
It's getting interesting, right? Because Boston may not be dead. All right, they're only a game and a half behind Tampa. You know,
They're
they go
not
3-1.
dead. They're in the wild. They're right. That's why these talks, George, of people like, oh, well, if they're going to trade Alex Bregman, and the hell would they trade Bregman right now? They're in it, and they're getting him back.
Why are they getting him back? He has an option to get out. He's probably going to opt out.
I
He'll
know,
get more
but
money.
you knew that when you signed him. So if you thought you were going to be good, you had to take that risk. Did you sign him to just trade him? Listen, they run things. They're
Right.
obviously the
Talked about
people
this
that
last
run that
night. They're a
franchise
weird, they're a weird
is-
team. They're a weird
Yeah.
team. They do strange stuff. You know, almost said the other
If
word
I'm a
there.
Red
instead of
Sox
stuff.
fan, and they're a game out of the wild card, and you start trading Alex Bregman, that is, I know they've done worse things over the last 5 years, but man, that's just a bad way to do business with your fans. It just is. Bad way to do business. Guardians and the White Sox start 4 games in Chicago. Nationals and the Cardinals will finish their series. The Braves and the A's again. Spencer Strider and J.P. Sears tomorrow night in
Probably
Sacramento.
won't be on the over there.
Same 3 late games. Corbin and Kakanowitz, Texas and Anaheim, and the Diamondbacks and Padres, Eduardo Rodriguez and Randy Vasquez. So all the late night games, staying late night games. No afternoon getaway for any of them. George, tremendous job the last couple nights. Joe will be back with me tomorrow night. Great job by Matthias Babel as always. Carver and Lisi, Sports Grid Radio. Cash a lot of tickets. See you tomorrow on the grid.